Hi my loves, my name is Misa Love and I would like to welcome you to my channel if you're new here, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Today I would like to talk to you about a really cool thing that I did the other day. I did something called float therapy, and oh my goodness you guys, it was a very exciting, profound experience, and I would like to share my journey with you on what I experienced and the after effects of it and just everything surrounding float therapy. So that's what we'll be talking about today. I went to this really cool spa called Float 8. It's located in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and it was life-changing. You know, what else can I say? So yeah, we're gonna get into the video. So if you're interested in learning about float therapy, please stay tuned. So on the day of the actual float, I entered into the float spa, which is called Float 8, located in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and it is absolutely relaxing there. It's from the moment you walk in, it's a welcoming vibe that's going on there. They have like a little lounge area where you could sit before your float if you're a little early and you're waiting for the other floaters to finish, or you could also sit there after your float and you have a spot where you can journal, which I actually did myself utilize because so many things come to your mind and you just want to jot those things down to make sure you remember, you don't forget. So right after your float, you have access to that area and you can make you tea, coffee. But before we get into all that, we are going to talk about everything that I experienced during, after, and of course before the float. So let's get into it, you guys. Float therapy benefits include relief from stress. It can help your body to relax. It can also stimulate creativity, accelerate mental clarity, and deepen meditation practices. Float therapy has also been shown to soothe chronic pain from arthritis and neck pain, inflammation of your tendons as well. Float therapy is an amazing practice to use in order to go within yourself, to go deep within and separate from the modern world, everything that's going on the outside world. It gives you a quiet place to really go within and really discover hidden gifts and talents within yourself. I honestly believe that float therapy is a huge attribute to healing of oneself and once again going within. Float therapy is beneficial to your mental health, your mental clarity, and your well-being. If you're willing to take this journey, I would definitely recommend it. It can really be beneficial to your overall health. Float therapy do have a few rules before you actually get into the float pod. When you arrive into the float spa, whichever one of your choice, you are greeted by the receptionist and they will give you the rundown of everything that you will have to expect during your float. I will honestly say to go in with low expectations because everybody's experience is different. Just as in The Simpsons, there's an episode when Lisa and her dad go to a float session and their experiences are totally different. Lisa has a very profound experience while Homer, her father, has a totally different experience. It's important that when you get into the spa and you get to the back and you get comfortable, that you go ahead and you shower and you condition your hair because you want to make sure that all the oils are removed from your body in order to keep the pod clean and safe for the next floater who will come in after you.
This is kind of relaxing, but it's so hard to turn off my brain. I have to stop thinking. Starting now. Hey, it worked! Oh no, that's thinking.
Boring.
How am I supposed to hallucinate with all these swirling colors distracting me? Hey. Oh, it's a ball of yarn. That's funny. I feel like batting it around. Wow, I have a paw. Oh my gosh, I've entered the body of our cat. My mind just created that out of nothing. This tank is releasing the full potential of my brain.
Ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Oh, walla, bing, bang, ting.
boy.
So once you're finished showering, it's time to enter into the pod. Once you enter into the pod, you have total control over if you want your pod open or closed, if you want the light on or off, as well as the option for music. Once your float is over, you will enter into the sitting area, and you have the opportunity to really dive in deep and write down your thoughts, everything that came to you, whether it was creativity, whether it was something from your past. You have that space that's provided for you by the spa to sit down and really reflect on everything that occurred during the float. It does take time to settle into the float. Every person is different. It took me approximately 10 to 15 minutes to fully get comfortable with being in the water. The water is not too cold, it's not too hot. It truly adjusts to your body temperature, so you don't have to worry about that. But once you settle in and you actually allow yourself to let go and really focus on going within, it's really a profound experience. So right here, I'm just jotting down my thoughts, everything that I was remembering that came to me in my mind and my thoughts as I floated, and it was just a beautiful experience. I truly recommend that everybody give float therapy a try if that's something you're into. The spa also recommended that after the first initial float, because it does take that 10 to 15 minutes to relax, to book you a second float to really get the full experience of it. So I did follow up with a second float, and I plan to do a third and fourth. Of course, I honestly plan to incorporate this in my lifestyle because float therapy was very therapeutic for me. So once again, I do recommend float therapy for anyone who's interested. If you're having any issues with anxiety, if you're having issues with stress, I do recommend going and trying out float therapy. It's very beneficial to so many different things in your walking life, and I say just give it a shot. It was very, very beautiful, very profound for me, and I really enjoyed every moment of it. Being that floating can really awaken so many different things inside of you, it is recommended to do more than one float. I did my first float and I have my second float scheduled, which I am super excited about. And I personally recommend that if you are interested in something like this, don't be afraid. Go for it, because you never know what profound experience can come out of it. So I definitely recommend trying floating, and I also recommend doing more than one float, because the first float, I feel like you're getting used to it more so than actually being able to experience what you would on your second, third, fourth float. So I definitely recommend trying out float therapy. It's an amazing experience that you will not regret. It gives you that moment of relief, pure comfort. You're alone with your thoughts. You're able to just see life from a different perspective, and it was just a beautiful experience. So I really do recommend that you guys try float therapy. I will have the spa, if you're located in Florida and close to Fort Lauderdale, I will link the float spa that I went to in the description box. And thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and until next time, my loves.